welcome to another episode of Retro Tech, and we are back with another Facebook Marketplace PC. But where is it? Okay, well there it is, and it's a big boy, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to move this to a side for a second so we can get a bit more of a look at this. But this is a GAMEMAX PC. This cost me £40 from a lovely lady locally who put it on the Facebook Marketplace. Basically, didn't know much about it. Had a few pictures on it, and I was very intrigued by it because at £40, I was like, oh, for the case alone, I'd have paid £40 because it looks very, very cool. It's very sleek. It's aluminium, nicely painted, nice side window. But I know nothing much about it. But I figure £40 is worth a punt. It is very dusty. I spoke to her when I picked it up, and she explained that basically she was just clearing out. They were moving house. She'd recently updated her computer, so it was just completely not needed. And so yeah, they were just trying to get some space. So I think it is about time we actually give this thing a bit of a look over. Now I'll use my handy little GoPro. So what's interesting down here is, yes, we've got the standard motherboard, but it has a pretty nice looking graphics card in here, which I was quite impressed by, to the point where it's actually, it doesn't even use VGA, which is what I've been having to use all the time. We have the usual sort of things. We've got some nice little controls, fan 1, fan 2 controls on it. I do remember these from slightly older systems. It looks like we have got some RGB in here. We've got USB 3, I don't know why I went blank there, and we've got a lot of grime. But I think what we need to do is we need to open this up and get a better look inside. This case is huge. What I can already see in here is this case is so big for the size, for what she's put in this. Right, shall we have a look inside this big case? Yeah. It's like, where's the rest of it? So this is like a micro ATX board. So Intel processor on here, very grubby, very very We have an ASUS card, but I can't tell from here exactly what it is. In all honesty, there's so much dust coming off of in here, I have no idea. Now, as far as I know, there's a battery pack there. And I assumed she didn't say anything about a hard drive, so there may not even be an SSD or anything in this. So let's have a look on the other side. But we have got one stick of Corsair. I'm going to say it's probably going to be 8 gigs. So it's DDR4. The labels come off, which is really helpful. So I don't know what size memory. I'm going to say 8 gigs. Well, it makes it really interesting for the whole booting up and seeing what we actually have here. So oh, it's a GTX 1060. There we go. So it's 1060. It says it's not bad. Yeah, it's 40 quid, and I've got this massive case. Let's just have a look. While I'm thinking about it, let's just have a look on the other side and see whether or not the SSD is on the other side of the case, because there's a good chance it is. For cable management wise, it looks like there's probably this is where the drive bay's been stored. Now, this was originally a Windows 10 build from scratch, so I'm not too worried there. Okay, so it's got a hard drive in it. So no SSD, but it does have a hard drive. It's got a very dusty hard drive here. What? So yeah, we've got a standard hard drive. Reasonable cable management. I know some people are really finicky. I'm fine with that. I don't care. It does the job. Get over it. Power supply is pretty basic, but again, should do the job. I think what we need to do now is boot it up. Okay, we are powering on. We are running it through this lovely little Dell monitor again. And we're going to find out whether or not it has posted. So I'm going to try my best to capture some of this footage. Now, obviously, as is always the way, I don't have... as I've not tested this, the first time booting this up from scratch, there's no way I haven't got any output going from the back of the PC anywhere else for recording. Let's have a look. So it's taken a very long time. Fans are not running at the back. The fans are running, so we have got the fan running on the CPU, but nothing on the back. So maybe because it's a newish boot, maybe a brand new Windows 10. So what they may have done is just set up a brand new Windows 10 for me when they set up, because it is nice. With one of the PCs we recently did on this channel, it hadn't had any of that, so they had literally just deleted a few files and then sold it to me, which is not a good way of doing it. This is a much more sensible way, which is put a completely clean install on here. But it is booting. Now, the only concern I have is if they've done what they did before, which is do a clean install and put a password on, which is always a really, really nice thing to do. But I do like this case. Bit of damage there, but okay. So it looks like they haven't set up yet, or they've got part of the way through the boot up. We'll be able to find out exactly what we've got in a second. But being a clean install, I'm not expecting it to be anything overly interesting on the system. I doubt they did any copying over of files or anything like that. English layout's fine. Skip that. Let's connect you to a network. I'm just going to say I don't have internet for the moment. Continue with a limited setup, please. Yeah. Retro Tech. Create a memory password. No idea. I should actually try that again because I was so busy doing. No nicking my passwords. Although I haven't used that password for anything else. Oh, you bugger. Let me know in the comments below if you've guessed my password. Guess. Oh, for God's sake, I mean, can we just skip all this? Create a security question. There we go. But I'm not going to let you see all these, my security bloody questions. Does anyone know what is the name of the city where your parents met? Who would know that? Jesus, I mean, they seriously want the details when they do these things. Right, can I actually get onto this computer now, please? Or you've got to finish doing more setups? Oh, no, just get me on. No. It just goes on and on, doesn't it? Just get a Mac, that's what I'm going to say. Not now. Right. Hi. Now it's got to do some more setup. So talk amongst yourself for a minute if you like. We're getting things ready for you, are you now? Interestingly, the back fan still hasn't kicked in. Might be all the layers of dust on it. maybe a connection's come off. It may take several minutes. Yeah, no shit. Okay. Well, at least they did the sensible thing, so they did. Oh, hang on. Was it me that I turned my fans off? Ah, it was me. I turned the fan off. Nice. I forgot that that was on there. Me fucking around. I bet how many people picked that one up at the early stages? There's only one fan on here though. At least it's it works. Guess that's for when. I mean, you can't hear it. It's a very quiet system. It's actually quieter than mine. Although mine's definitely got less space to move around. I mean, this case is huge. Would you pay £40 just for the case? With the RGB in it? Oh, can I change the LED? Oh yeah, I can change LED. What do you think? Nice green. Oh, I like the yellow. Maybe we need to, should we do a light test? Let's do that. Oh yeah. That's not bad, is it? So we've got... While it's doing that, I'm going to show you some of the colours we've got. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's having a complete and utter freak out right now. Pretty cool. Do like the pinks and purples. Very nice. Right, I'm going to turn the light back on. Okay, so what we've got here is basically we have a Windows 10 setup. Now let's have a quick look if we can find some information about here. Why have I gone completely blank at the moment? It's no. Oh, it's been a long day. Just going to control panel. I don't know why, but I've gone completely and utterly moribund in my ability to understand how to use a computer today. So we'll just go to device manager. We'll go and have a look at the device, see what's going on here, see what we've got in actual hardware. And here we know we have a 1080. It's been very slow to get into the device manager. So what size disk drive we got? I've got a 1060. It's only a 3 GB card, so it's not going to be setting the world on fire. Okay. So generic. There's nothing too special on here. So what we need to do. Do you know what we're going to do? While my brain is working, I actually think already I'm doing well for 40 quid here. I mean, it ain't going to set the world on fire, but I think what our next step is to do is let's get Specky on here, let's get a Nova bench on here, and see what we can do with it. See you on the next episode.